The Board of Assessors meeting for November 19th is now open at 4:45. All members are in attendance. The first order of business is to approve the prior minutes of October 22nd and November 12th. Any discussion?
No, none for me. All right.
Motion?
Motion?
Second?
Second.
All in favor? On both of them.
Yes.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
who's the sign?
So I put Christine down
Good
for
move.
the 22nd.
The 22nd, you have to
Minutes.
sign it.
Yeah,
Good.
And
and
I
then
wasn't there.
and then November 12th.
I just need a blue pen. Oh, the good old blue pen. Oh my gosh, even in Rockland it was the blue pen thing. Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
Thanks for that.
Okay, next order of business is new business, which is the Catalyst FY25 valuation update.
Okay. So right now I'm working on getting the new growth and the value certified with Jim Paquette at DOR. We're close, but we're not there yet. So it
Any
should be-
time?
Should be any day. I mean, I was hoping to get it done today, but something popped up that I'm double checking on
Okay,
regarding growth. So,
Okay.
which is
Okay,
good.
good.
Which
A
is a
positive.
good thing.
good, yep. I'd
Positive.
rather be that way
Yep.
than. Next order of business is the Whitman Middle School additional debt assessment and interest. The entire Board of Assessors, including the principal assessor, has made contact with various assessors and other town officials, nearby town officials, including Rockland, Hanson, and Duxbury. In all cases, the discussion was that who's responsible for the debt interest charges and what page. And in our case, in the recap, this indicating that the responsibility is the accountant, financial person, a clerk, but in no case does the assessor get involved with this. It's not the assessor's responsibility. Quoting from one assessor that I spoke to, indicating, I quote, "No way in hell." So therefore, I'm making a motion that it is the responsibility of the accountant to follow through with regards to placing the debt and interest charges appropriately in the recap.
Yeah, and I just want to say a little bit more about that. We actually have
And Heidi wants to say a few words.
something from the DOR. It's in Class 101, and it says that other amounts to be raised, other expenses that must be funded are reported. These are either expenses that must be provided for by law if no application has been made or deficits from the prior year. They include debt and interest, final awards, and revenue deficits. These expenses must be documented by the appropriate officer, i.e. the treasurer, collector, or accounting officer. This is not in the purview of the assessor to enter debt on the recap.
And this is coming from the DOR.
This is from the Department of Local Services. And there is actually
In addition to, go ahead.
a tax recalculation schedules, OL1 overlay. Verify the amount of the overlay being raised on the tax rate is reasonable. Compare with rolling 3 years, signed by the assessor and by the accounting officer. Debt exclusion. Reports each debt exclusion to assess additional taxes signed by either the accounting officer or the treasurer. Tax rate recap. Tax rate summary. Page 1, signed by Board of Assessors. Local receipts not allowed. Page 3, signed by the accounting officer. Appropriations. Page 4, signed by clerk. So there is absolutely no responsibility of the assessors to enter any additional debt on the recap.
Thank you. And so I'm surprised that the treasurer collector,
Did not.
past and present, are not aware of this. And there was some time wasted in this particular item. So the motion has been upheld that this is going to be the responsibility of the accountant, a treasurer, and this should end this subject entirely.
Because the board is not, we are not doing it.
We are not doing it. It's not our responsibility.
I second that motion.
All in favor? So be it. Okay, that's right. Another item, we're now going into the other section, which would be for, do you want to address
Do you want
the
to do the
vote?
payroll and all that?
Do you want the payroll and stuff, or do you want to vote next?
Let's do
Payroll and stuff, about both?
payroll
Yeah.
stuff.
We'll do that first.
Huh?
Do the payroll.
Well, let's do the, yeah, we're gonna do the payroll, motor vehicle, excise, abatements, packets,
Okay.
reports and listings, vendor warrants and invoices, and then we'll address a subject after that.
Okay. All right. So we have a payroll warrant to sign. It's week ending November 16th. For you all to sign.
We should send a letter to someone upstairs about this, about
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
So, who's gonna,
I'll do it.
the board directs you to, do I indicate that?
Yeah.
It's gonna be an email, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Want me to go back a step here? Hit this or wait?
We can just get the
Let's get the
paperwork
basics.
stuff.
I'll get all this stuff down, okay, yeah.
So I have a vendor invoice. It's the dues for Plymouth County Assessors for everybody. $150.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Why is this table shaking?
because I'm shaking.
Stop shaking it. Are we having an earthquake?
You asked and I said,
I want to look in this bag. There's snacks. In
Yeah. I brought snacks.
She's sure big. Oh, this crunchy one in here.
Thank you.
Anyone?
We have a motor vehicle excise denial. It did not meet the minimum $5
okay,
threshold. Oh, I forgot to mention to you all, you know how the HERO Act, the veterans, they were 100%.
Yeah.
Service-connected disabled.
Motor vehicle.
I sent a joint letter out with the veterans agent to all the 100% veterans that received the exemption.
good,
And we're getting
Great.
so many.
Good.
We get that reimbursed
fantastic.
by
Goodness.
we get reimbursed by the state.
Very
Good.
happy for
That's
that.
great. So you'll notice actually what on this motor vehicle excise
That should be,
abatement packet, DV.
what, we should let that be known to the public, someone print that out, communicate that out somehow.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's always
It's like the
word of
Whitman,
mouth.
something, yeah, something has to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let it out.
Yep.
I
Okay.
think it's good.
It is.
It is good. Yeah.
And that shows joint working together between the vet and the assessor.
Yeah.
Veteran agent.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a 2024 motor vehicle excise packet. It's packet 1498. The total is for abatements is $2,593.37. So if you could sign the packet proof and the listing sheet.
can just put my middle initial, I don't know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great.
Next.
All right, that's all I have for regular.
Nothing at all?
Nothing else other than the boat excise.
Do you want to go with the boat, or do you want to go with making sure that a letter goes out with regard to the middle school?
Oh, regard to the middle school.
The middle school, a letter. You want,
Oh, I didn't. I realized you meant middle school.
do you want to do a letter going? Do you want to send a letter to the treasurer regarding the position of the middle school?
We'll just, yeah, we can just, we'll respond to that email saying that, oh no, that's not that email.
No, basically, no. The board will direct Wendy Jones to send a letter to
Upstairs.
and treasurer,
Yep.
DA,
Okay.
that it's their responsibility,
Right.
not ours.
Yes.
And if there's any question,
Contact the DOR.
contact DOR, look up DOR information. It was easily available. And if not, we can only do what we do.
Right. Okay.
Under other items, and in the case that in any item deemed necessary, the Board of Assessors deems quite necessary to address the issue of an email sent from the temporary treasurer collector, Sharon Lapicchio. Sorry if I misspelled pronounced your last name, with regards to the boat commitment, and that information was sent over 7 months ago to the former treasurer collector, and also to Mindy,
The accountant.
The accountant.
the accountant. Okay,
Right.
And I'm going to now turn this over to Wendy Jones to elaborate on that,
Yes.
All right, you'll do that.
Yeah.
And I'm
and
gonna
then
read.
you afterwards.
Yep,
okay.
then I'll read the email.
Yeah. So the email from Sharon, unfortunately, I believe was quite terse. But it was addressing the FY24 boat bill commitment, which was sent in April, and they're now telling me that they didn't receive it, even though I had already sent it to them. So I don't know why it's 7 months later that I'm receiving this email saying the file wasn't there or whatever. But I did work with Bindi Carpenter quite extensively on this boat billing. So I don't know what the issue is. The other issue is, we get the report from we get the boat registrations from the Mass Environmental Police, and it's easily an Excel spreadsheet, and I filter it for active plates, and then I also filter out the 16 feet and under boats, which are exempt from excise, and then create the spreadsheet that is going to be worked on for the boat billing. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and don't you have that ticket number that when you worked with Mindy
Yes.
in SoftWrite
Right.
to send it up there?
Yeah.
So the idea that somebody from SoftWrite confirmed that that was never done is kind of odd, because you actually work directly with somebody at SoftWrite. So either whoever spoke with SoftWrite talked to somebody that didn't know, or they didn't talk to them at all.
Right.
And you wouldn't be able to print out an unposted warrant if the file wasn't uploaded into the program.
That is correct.
That's correct.
Yeah. Yep. The warrant to collect and the commitment were printed right from the packet in the system.
And so we did our part, because
Now where the 53 number comes from,
oh yeah,
that may be the entire boats that, but under 16 feet, they should not have been even billed.
Correct.
Inappropriate.
And if that has done in the past, that's been inappropriate and was wrong. And one more comment about the email from Sharon, that this board feels that it was inappropriate, totally unprofessional, and that maybe there should be some education with regards to knowing what you're saying before you put it in writing.
Can I read it now? So people know what it said? So they will understand what we're saying.
Oh, they don't. Oh,
And I am going to read this
read the email that was sent to Wendy and copied
to us.
and everyone.
And this came from Sharon Lapisolo or Colo. I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name, so forgive me. But here is the email. Wendy, as you know, Ken has moved on from Whitman, and I am the temporary treasurer collector. I'm trying to reconcile the 2024 receivables. One variance is the 2024 boat bill commitment. It appears that you sent Ken a 2024 boat commitment for 11 bills in the amount of $234. The commitment was signed by your board on March 31st.
Which is incorrect, but anyway.
Well, that's not the correct date. Okay? And 2024, and voted at your April 2nd, 2024 Board of Assessors meeting. The problem is a file for the 2024 boat bills was never sent from the assessor system to the treasurer collector for posting and billing, which we just discussed, and it was.
It was sent.
It was sent.
Where to go from there, nobody knows.
This was verified by Ken and SoftWrite, and again, we have the ticket from SoftWrite, who Wendy worked with, so that is absolutely not true. That is not true. Further, the town has missed the opportunity, this is back to the email, the town has missed the opportunity for collecting 2024 boat bills. For the past 5 years, this office has received commitments which included approximately 53 boat bills each year. Again, only bills, boats over 16 feet are to be billed. So those 53 boats were probably under the threshold to be billed, as we stated. Since it is hard to, now back to the email, since it is hard to imagine that 42 people sold their boats this year, I feel that even if the file had come over from your office and had been posted in the system and billed, it would have been for the incorrect number of bills. That is patently false.
Mm-hmm.
Since the accountant received your warrant to collect for the 2024 boat bills and booked this commitment, and the treasurer collector's office never posted the commitment because it was not received from the assessor, there is a variance in this receivable of $243. Please reach out to both John Adams, the interim town accountant, and myself to rectify this issue. Here's my thing. If everything got sent up there, and there's a hard copy up there on that desk, and they did go in the system, and they didn't see that it came through. Why, back in April, were we not contacted? Why? What happened? Did somebody just throw this aside?
Why it took 7 months?
Why did it take 7 months
Come back out
for this to come back to us? And the tone of this email, again, is unacceptable, inappropriate, and unprofessional, and we want a written apology.
I like that. Anything else, man? You want anything?
Nope.
You want any more?
Nope.
Anything?
Nope.
Good.
Enough is enough.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything else you want to discuss under open? Anything else you want to discuss on open?
Nope, I don't
Under
have
other?
anything.
Huh?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, before we close out the open session and go into executive session, there has been a change into executive session regarding discussion of outlined major discrepancies that will be forwarded to the select board. That is being moved and tabled to the next meeting and will be conducted at an open meeting session. I say open meeting session next week with regards to discussion outline major discrepancies and addressing the board as the select board. And at the end, there will be a hard copy mailed to the select board from the Board of Assessors. With that, we'll close the open meeting at 5:08. We'll take a roll call to go into executive session.
Heidi,
Christine.
John,
not to reconvene.
not to reconvene.